I was endlessly scrolling on Reddit, as one does, when I came across this. The monster movie Iceberg by Doncaster 2. You have your classics like King Kong and Godzilla, but oh my god, what is that thing? I never really thought I'd ever do an Iceberg video, but this really piqued my interest. I also just like yapping. So let's take a look to see what wacky monsters could be lurking in the depths of this iceberg. Tier 1, King Kong. King Kong is this giant monkey that... What's that? Monkeys have tails? And apes don't? So he's an ape. But monkey. King Kong is sadly an ape who has become one of the most iconic monsters in cinema history. They first appeared in 1933 with their debut film Monkey. He appeared in King Kong. He is known as the King of the Beasts and the protector of Skull Island, which means he must give great head if that entire island is all about skulls. He has super strength, super jump, he can reach speeds up to 104 miles per hour, and he has a crazy healing factor. Do you think if King Kong runs by a speed limit sign, it'll make a sad face? I think it would. He has appeared in 10 movies, with the most recent being Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. Godzilla. Oh yeah, baby, this one's my favorite. Godzilla is normally portrayed as a giant, destructive, prehistoric sea monster, but I see him as a very lovable lizard. He was awakened and empowered by nuclear radiation, which, me too, man. Me too, I relate. Sometimes Godzilla's an iguana with velociraptor babies, but we don't talk about that one. Godzilla is massive, standing at over 300 feet tall, has atomic breath, which smells awful, especially in the morning. He destroys everything in his way and has huge, voluptuous thighs. Godzilla has become a symbol of the dangers of nuclear weapons, first appearing in 1954. Godzilla has appeared in 38 films and is known as the King of the Monsters, but I see Godzilla as the King of the Bedroom. Cloverfield. Standing at over 300 feet tall, the Cloverfield monster, also known as Clover, is an enormous creature that wreaks havoc on New York City. The body structure is almost insect-like in its appearance, with an elongated torso and long, uncanny arms. Clover is capable of living underwater, as the movie hints that it originated in the ocean, but it could have come from outer space. So, space fish. Clover carries smaller, parasitic creatures on its body that are extremely aggressive, fast-moving, and deadly. Sounds like my ex-wife. A bite from one of these parasites causes a violent reaction, causing your body to swell and eventually explode like a very unfortunate balloon. While Cloverfield doesn't have a direct sequel in the traditional sense, its universe has expanded with films like 10 Cloverfield Lane and the Cloverfield Paradox. These films are loosely connected to the Cloverfield monster and focus more on the broader Cloverfield universe, exploring themes of alien invasions and alternate realities. Alien. Sorry, wrong tape. Alien. The aliens in Alien are called xenomorphs. They have a sleek black exoskeleton that provides them with both protection and agility. Xenomorphs have big-ass foreheads, sharp claws, and a tail with a sharp pointed end. Their mouths extend into a second set of jaws that can protrude from their mouths to attack and grab prey. Imagine being married to one. You get into an argument, and when they get tired of arguing with one mouth, they just start using their second jaw to prove their point. Sounds like a nightmarish marriage. Xenomorphs have highly acidic blood that can corrode through most materials, making them extremely dangerous to kill. They are highly intelligent and skilled in stealth tactics, so they're basically ninjas. If you don't believe me, play Alien Isolation. That'll strike fear into your soul. They live in a hive structure and have a social hierarchy, with the queen leading their colony. Kinda like the UK. Oh wait, Predator. The Predator is a highly advanced alien. They are alien hunters with a muscular build, standing around 7 to 8 feet tall. It has a large reptilian head with glowing eyes. Their technology and weapons include a shoulder-mounted plasma caster, wrist blades, a cloaking device, thermal vision to see heat signatures, and a self-destruction device on his wrist, like a Ben 10 watch that can be activated if the Predator is captured, allowing it to eliminate itself and its pursuers, which is wildly inconvenient. What if he goes to dap bro up and then boom? Predators seek to challenge themselves by hunting dangerous prey and by playing League of Legends. They often view humans and other creatures as worthy opponents and trophies. They operate under a strict code of honor, which includes not attacking the weak, unarmed, or innocent. Within their species, there are different classes or types of predators, such as the hunter and the elder. The Mist. The Mist is not just a cloud of tiny water droplets suspended in the atmosphere at or near the Earth's surface, but a gateway to another dimension where these creatures live. The mist is a supernatural phenomenon that harbors a bunch of different creatures. One of the creatures is a giant spider with deadly venom. Another creature is something that looks like a pterodactyl. Those are easy to understand, right? Next, we got these giant tentacles that come out of nowhere and drag people into the mist, and this giant behemoth that I don't even know where to start to understand what this thing could be. The creatures are aggressive and seem to be driven by a predatory instinct, attacking and killing humans who venture into the mist. This movie can be considered a cosmic horror film as well as a monster movie because, well, you got the cartoon fighting cloud coming at you. A Quiet Place. The monsters from A Quiet Place are known as Death Angels. The name was created by fans of the film as there is no official name for them yet. They are extraterrestrial creatures that arrive on Earth during a meteor shower and terrorize humanity. Their defining characteristics is their hypersensitivity to hearing, which forces the surviving humans to live in silence to avoid detection. This entire franchise is the most deadly game of Marco Polo. You could be in the most secluded place in the world, and if you try to open up a candy bar, they'll appear around your shoulder just asking, "What you got there? Is that a Snickers?" The creatures are tall, fast, and heavily armored with a rough, dark exoskeleton. They have no visible eyes, relying solely on sound to hunt their prey. Their heads feature large, retractable plates that reveal their inner ear structures when listening for noises. The creatures are extremely fast and agile, capable of covering large distances quickly. Their strength allows them to rip through metal and barriers with ease. I'd die immediately if these things were real. I try to make a joke, then have it bomb horribly, so then I just get dragged off stage. Little Shop of Horrors. This plant is an alien named Audrey 2, who was named after the main guy's crush. It arrives on Earth during a solar eclipse, and they need to eat humans in order to survive. It starts off with small drops of blood, but things take a turn quickly and started needing entire bodies. This plant is really smart and manipulative, constantly talking to the main character Seymour to convince him to feed him more bodies, in return promising him wealth and love. Its ultimate goal is global domination. Gremlins. These gremlins begin as cute, fuzzy, Furby-looking creatures called mogwai. But if you don't listen to these 3 rules, which are don't expose it to sunlight, don't let it get wet, and never feed it after midnight, they turn into Gremlins. Gremlins are small creatures with sharp teeth, glowing eyes, and green scaly skin, but sometimes they can be They're highly mischievous and destructive, often causing chaos for no reason other than to amuse themselves, kind of like an iPad kid. Once transformed into gremlins, they can multiply rapidly if they come into contact with water, which allows them to overrun towns and cause widespread mayhem. Monsters, Inc. This wouldn't be a monster movie Iceberg without Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. centers around the idea that monsters exist in a parallel universe and enter the human world through closet doors to scare children. This scare-based system powers their city, Monstropolis, by harvesting the children's screams as an energy source. The film revolves around 2 main characters, Sully and Mike Wazowski. During a routine scare, Sully discovers that a human child has entered Monstropolis through a door. This is a highly unusual and dangerous situation because the monsters believe that contact with human children is toxic and potentially deadly, which they're not wrong about that. Do you think the children in this universe would cyberbully the monsters nowadays? Probably roasting the hell out of their fit when they leave the closet? I think so. An American Werewolf in London. Can you guess what monster this movie has? The werewolf is a big dog with enhanced strength and agility. 2 American backpackers, David and Jack, are attacked by a werewolf while traveling in England. David survives the attack, but Jack is killed. So now Jack is cursed with lycanthropy and learns that he will transform into a werewolf during the full moon. He is doomed to pass on the curse if he kills others during his transformation. Once David was bitten, he experiences nightmares and hallucinations about the werewolf, including disturbing visions of his friend Jack, who appears as a zombie, urging him to end the curse by game-ending himself to avoid harming others. Sounds like a typical night in Brooklyn, am I right, guys? The Thing. This fucking thing is an alien that crashes on Earth thousands of years before the events of the film. It is a shape-shifting organism that can perfectly mimic any living creature it comes into contact with. The alien is discovered frozen in Antarctica by a Norwegian expedition. The Thing's true form is a grotesque and ever-changing amalgamation of biological parts. Once again, sounds like my 3rd wife. When revealed, it can take on nightmarish forms with multiple limbs, heads, and other monstrous features. They made a remake that didn't perform so well in the box office, so I would just stick with the original. Killer Klowns from Outer Space. The Killer Klowns are aliens who arrive on Earth in a spaceship that resembles a circus tent. The clowns are designed to look like twisted versions of your stereotypical circus clown. They have exaggerated features such as large painted smiles, oversized heads, brightly colored costumes, and way too much makeup. I should have dressed like this in high school. They use their clown-themed weaponry and abilities to capture and kill humans. Victims are often encased in cotton candy cocoons, which are later drained of their blood. These guys are homies. Just look at that fun bunch of clowns. Inviting these guys to a party would be like inviting Party Pete from Regular Show to a party. They know how to get it on. Syfy Channel movies. Sci-fi movies generally refer to films produced for the Sci-Fi Network. They often feature a mix of original creatures, supernatural entities, and outlandish scenarios with high concept premises and low budget special effects. They've created movies like Sharknado, Avalanche Sharks, Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus, and Frankenfish. If you want to see me dive deeper into sci-fi movies and possibly rank them on their concept, let me know. You can name any animal and just make it big, and there'll be a sci-fi movie on it. Giant snake? Got it. Giant alligator? Got it. There's a fucking movie named Caw about evil ravens. They have everything. There's a 2-headed shark attack, 3-headed shark attack, and 5-headed shark attack. What happened to the 4-headed shark attack? How is this company still getting away with all of these weird movies? Don't even get me started on full moon features. Universal Monsters. The Universal Monsters are 7 iconic creatures from classic horror cinema produced by Universal Pictures in the early 1900s. These monsters are Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, the Invisible Man, the Bride of Frankenstein, the Wolf Man, and the Creature from the Black Lagoon. These monsters have appeared in numerous sequels, spin-offs, and crossover films. Is Frankenstein capable of having children? I tried looking it up, but everything just says, I don't know, lol. I don't know if I want to know the answer to it. When Victor Frankenstein attached the different body parts to him, do you think the ding-a-ling came separately? Does Frankenstein have the swimmers, or are they all dead? I'm asking so many questions that only Rule 34 knows the answer to. I need help. I hope you enjoy the first tiers of the iceberg with my own twist on it, and thank you Duncaster2 for making this iceberg. Thank you for 7,650 subscribers, and there's some even crazier movies in the future tiers.